Welcome to a special meepisode where we are going to play a game from 2004 that came to mind when I was playing sailing in old school RuneScape, because it was just very similar and it totally invoked the memory. And so I wanted to revisit this and show a couple of people about it, because it was a really, really fun game back in the day. 2005 it says. It's weird, I just looked it up and it said 2004 online, but here it says 2005, so I wonder what that's about. Anyway, let's click play, and here we get the story. We've got this major antagonist, the Marquis de Montalban. And he somehow, bankrupts this family, effectively enslaving them, I think? Dun dun. And it's raining. Right, they had sent a ship over and it went missing. Interesting. So that there is the player character. The brave young scion. Years later, so I don't know, 23, 24, maybe a little younger. Sort of seems like the dude was like 12, I don't know, 11. Seeking passage to the new world, you inquire at some kind of tavern there's a dude with a misshapen face. If ye be looking for passage to the Americas, sign up here. Yes, that is my name, Meepis Morpus. These things are locked for some reason. Oh, I have to press enter. I'll just say experience. Well, is it gonna... Yeah, frankly, I just want things to be as easy as possible, but I would love to avoid the tips. What do I want my skill? Probably fencing. Fencing is really good. You can choose one of these 5 things. It's sort of like a class, and it just makes things marginally easier. I'm thinking about wit and charm, because that's sort of tricky, but I'm not exactly sure what it does. I'm just going to go skill at fencing. You need to sign on as part of a crew. So, this game takes place in 17th century Caribbean among these 4 factions: French, Spanish, Dutch, and English settlers and colonists and stuff. And so now in the beginning of the game, you can sign on with one of them to, quote, begin your career. And I don't remember how... As I remember, it really doesn't matter very much, but I'm going to do the English. Welcome aboard, Mr. Meepis Morpus. We sailed with the tide. Ooh, a crossing fraught with terror and cruelty. Who was being cruel? Oh, I see, classic. Ow, you're going to damage his spine. Ooh, insubordination. But, yeah. I would be pushed beyond all decency, too. Ooh, I like that shirt with the purple stripes. It was nice. Some of these guys have good get-ups. They look like fit for their entrance in a musical. And he's turned a cannon on his own ship there, by the way. What? Why am I up? Get down! Rope burn goes crazy. But that is one flying kick. I'm kind of hot. Free and under full sail, the ship and its crew at your command. And I'm a pirate, apparently. See, I've already forgone the English flag that I signed up under, like, what, 2 minutes ago? Maybe less. So the main story element is rescuing your family. However, it's far from the only objective that you have, and it's one of those games where you can also, like, go completely, oh, and this music is so nice, the port music. It also varies slightly based on the size, and I think on the nationality of the port. I think each nation has its own music, and it varies slightly for each one. It's really nice. So, these settlements just exist all over the map, and we just go to them. They're like nodes, and we can talk to the governor, see what's up. This place is pretty wealthy. This man is very tall. And this is not scripted. This is just organically the four factions will go to war with, make peace, and make alliances with each other. And when you talk to governors in towns and cities like this, they'll basically give you a little bit of a bounty. And they'll say, it's okay if you plunder this ship, you can do it in our name. Not that you ever have to go to court or anything, but it'll just give you a little bit of information like this that you can go and act on. A juicy Spanish coastal bark. Good day. And now we can go to the tavern and connect with the townspeople. Barkeep. The shipwright in Santiago can upgrade your ship with triple hammocks to increase crew capacity. That is one of many permanent upgrades to your ship that are available, although that one's not that important. You can also get multiple ships. Steed Bonnet, the fifth most notorious pirate in the Caribbean, sails out of the pirate haven, the fortress near the city of Port Royal. He's known to carry a big bounty. Right, so these busty women will tell you things like that, and also things about nearby governors' daughters. They'll say, like, oh, if you sink this ship, the governor's daughter will like you, or something like that. Because you can, I actually don't know if you can marry any of them, but you can, like, romance them. This guy in the back will usually tell you something interesting for a price. It's often pretty worth. I don't feel like doing buried treasure, so I'm not going to take this one. And here you can recruit members. Yeah, why not? Cool. And that's pretty much all. We can then trade, although we don't have anything to trade because we just started. Everywhere we can repair our ship for free, or not for free, in terms of materials for free, but just for a small gold price. And many shipwrights can give us a special upgrade that will go over here alongside the kinds of shot that we can have. Like, an upgraded hull, upgraded sails, the triple hammocks, as we saw in the tavern here. So now I've done everything here. We just click sail away. So the English are at war with the evil Spanish, and I'm sure they would be happy. I think, yeah, this is the one, the juicy coastal bark. So we can go over and attack with our flagship Revenge. And so now we enter a little instanced battle. I don't think I'm in range, but I'm going to get over there. The wind is going west, so we can use it to get very close if we sail in this direction. Let me reel in the sails. Oh, and yes, full sails. We make them miss. Another shot with the cannons. You can see in the top right that it shows details about the ship in the event that you want to take it afterward. So they're running away. They now have no more guns. They've been destroyed by my assault here. So, yep, as I expected, there is no opportunity for me to use my sword fighting mastery. They just up and give up. And then we can take whatever we want. They have luxuries and spices, which is nice. A good bounty, yeah, I'll just take all of this. And we can choose to keep or sink the ship. We need 14 crew to keep her sailing. It doesn't really matter to me, I'll sink it. I don't remember if you can sell them or what. But now, that's sort of the main gameplay here, is that we go to different cities and we do that. I can look at my personal status here, and these are all the sort of things that we can do. As we can see, I just talked to an English governor for the first time, and he gave me this letter of marque, and it's effectively like a bounty, and you go and you complete it, and then he'll award you rank 1, and it is some like tiny bonus. It's like maybe you can repair your ship for a little bit cheaper, but they stack up and they do get pretty significant, and you can get those for all of the 4 factions, and they apply to all ports for that faction. Additionally, you can send a little landing party on land in a goofy little mini game that we might get to, where you can get buried treasure based on maps that like the one I almost encountered in the tavern. These maps and that guy can also lead you, as I think can the busty women keeping the bar, to these notable pirates, and you can end up fighting them one-on-one in taverns or on the ship, which is funny. And then, of course, Lost Relatives quest. I did not realize that there were... I thought that there were 5 relatives, but this says 0 out of 16, so clearly there's a lot more that I never knew about there. This is like the one of the lowest levels of the iceberg, the Lost Relatives, cities, and romance. The Villains Avenged, I don't really remember what that is too well, but that is pretty much all that we have here. I forgot I was going to decide where to go. So actually, why don't we go right back to this English port or another nearby one? Seems this is the only one. So let's go back there and talk to the governor, and we'll see what he says. I estimate he will be happy with me. An English smuggler, I don't know what they're going to have. Talk to the governor. My dear Mr. Meeples Morpus, as you know, we are at war with the evil Spanish. I understand that you recently captured this ship, which I told you about. The king will be pleased. Soon you will be promoted to captain. Okay, so I need to do 1 or 2 more things in order for that to take effect, but that's still cool. Let's now go to Santiago and see what they have to say. That is a Spanish city. I'm just controlling here with the arrow keys, and then there's this menu that you're meant to do with the number pad. You can also, I think, only use the number pad to... Yes, I can use the number pad similarly to turn and navigate, but it's a little bit less intuitive. Did I pass it? Yes, I did. But that is okay. Ooh, Well, this guy who's in my quest log is apparently has his home here, so let's fucking bust in. Let's first consult with the shipwright. Yeah, copper plating. And repair a bit from the storm. Now I can turn more quickly. That's nice. Will you offer me a good price for any of my stuff? This is a fairly good price for luxuries. Oh, you're poor. You don't have anything. Oh yes, the pirate haven is quiet and desolate. But I gave the shipwright 300 coins, so that should be nice. Now let's visit the tavern. Talk to this guy. Ooh, well, do I want his treasure? No thanks. I want to do more sailing than treasuring. I don't think I want any more dudes. What do you say? You've got another one of them, who is also fairly close. And I think, now how do I'm not sure how to interact with the dude. But anyway, let's go to the Spanish port. Avoid the storm cloud to avoid some damage there. In the bottom left here, we have the fame counter, and that's sort of a large scale. You did something interesting, like defeated one of these pirates, or found their treasure, or, found a family member, or got some high rank in one of the factions. Now, I have taken a ship from these people, but it's only one. If I sink like 8 Spanish ships and come back, they will attack me on sight. But right now, we are okay. Right, he can give me triple hammocks. I do not need that. That's a much, much later game thing, and it's really optional in the end. Visit the tavern. Tortuga can also give me triple hammocks, thank you very much. She says it's pretty quiet. More buried treasure, no thank you. Alright, nothing then. Let's talk to the governor. He says they're at war with the perfidious English and the greedy Dutch. There's always an adjective, which I love. I think that's so funny. So now he gives me the same thing that the English gave me. And he says, hey, did you know about this nearby English city that I just came from? So now I could probably find, yes, there it is, an English ship leaving and be fine attacking that, but it's just colonists, so I don't care. Shall I go to a French city now? How about Tortuga? Sadly, the wind is blowing in precisely the opposite direction, but here we are. Also in the bottom left, you can see how much money I have and my food supply, which is very simple. You can get food at pretty much anywhere. They will have a little bit of food in the merchant menu. And my crew members and how happy they are. Potentially as a result of the low difficulty, I have never had enormous problems with keeping the crew happy as long as you have enough food. Whoa! Fear the dread pirate Bart Roberts. Oh, and I can't attack him because he got to port. Oh, oh, he's attacking me, you piece of junk. So, he has a bigger ship with more guns. It seems to also be pretty fast. So it looks like I've got a micro here and do a good job with the cannons. I'm a little bit too fast here. I really don't want those to hit me. Cannons just don't have amazing range, but that was a good hit. Ooh! I just want to skirt on the outside of his range there. Alright, that was not such a good maneuver, but we are still okay. I want to spend as much time as I can with the ship, our ship's perpendicular rather than parallel. I will be boarded here and there will be a battle that will be dependent now on my reactions and stuff. I have to press some buttons on the numpad. Since this is the beginning, it's going to give me some help. As you can see, it just tells me what to do, but I still have to be a little careful about doing it at the right time and not do it immediately when it says. I'm pretty bad at this. Romancing Governor's Daughters uses a very similar mechanic where you're dancing instead of sword fighting. Oh, I guess I probably could have thrusted there, like so, yes. I forgot that it's not going to tell me when to attack. Whoa, that was weird. Ooh, not good for me there. I didn't do what it said. Nice. Parry, thrust, chop. Now we get to the next stage. You can also see my crew count at the bottom. And that, as far as I've seen, will roughly mirror how your battle with the enemy captain is going. But if you attack a 90 crew ship with 15 people, then it's not going to go well either. Wow, that might have just killed him. Wow, I forgot it. Forgot about that animation. I admire this person getting so big during a life at sea. They look like they're enjoying themselves, though. We got a cook. Welcome aboard, lads. I mean, yeah, they just killed some of our guys, but I'll take them. Holy cow. 1,600 gold? And some spices, and a lot of food. I need to, I'm sure, yeah, I need to keep the other ship in order to take all of the stuff. Here we go. You've earned your first fame point. You collect fame points for plundering gold, receiving promotions, that being, like I said, with like the nations, England, France, the Netherlands, and Spain. Defeating notorious pirates, like the glitched out image that's in the top left here. Romancing Governor's Daughters, rescuing your lost relatives, discovering lost cities. That's related to treasure maps. It uses the same mechanic, and it's sort of like, I think, Native American stuff, inspired stuff. It's definitely not, like, historically accurate. And defeating the evil Marquis de la Montalban. I think I guess it's Montalban. I don't really know. But you get various encounters with him throughout the story. So, yeah, we did kill him. It says his career has come to an end. It's a kid's game, so it's never going to say that we murdered people. But you saw what happened to him on the ship. So yeah, now it says go back, talk to the governor of Santiago. And I think I will do that. Friendly Jesuit mission. Let's talk to these people. I forget what it's like here. Talk to the abbot. I believe you have a sister who's been missing for many years. He says, well, that's quite, thank you. I'll note that in my log. But she's way the hell over in Mexico. Or at least information regarding my sister was there. Trade with the abbot. I have an excess of food. You presumably need some, but you have no money. That's fine. You live in a monastery. Check status. Sail away. Is Santiago... Oh, it's over here. Okay. Ooh, French merchant. I'm tempted to attack. I love to attack the French in this game because they're French. We've got 38 crew. It looks like I could use... And, as I come to think of it, here is the number one... Oh my goodness. I'm right-clicking here. I didn't know you could do this. I can look through a spyglass. It's a little hard to control, but this is neat. Wow, that's so interesting. That's so funny. And it sort of slows it down in order for me to do that. In the bottom left, by the way, you can see the date that it is supposedly is. But there's one thing that I really would love to see incorporated in the RuneScape sailing. And of course, there's nobody else here. But as you'll see as I pass by, it says, or not this menu, but the text that appears on it, it says the name of the ship and like what it's doing and where it's going. And I think it would be a super nice touch if stuff like that popped up when you were sailing past people in RuneScape, even if it were just the name of the ship. You know, Red Death, sloop, whatever. Even that would just be a little cool, neat thing. And perhaps if somebody was on a sailing task, it could say, you know, I'm carrying cargo to Port Sarum. I think that would be quite neat. Anyway, the game told us to talk to the governor here. You defeated the notorious pirate Bart Roberts, and you captured a pirate sloop of war. Well, same event, but I'm glad you're happy about two things. The king will be pleased. I am now a captain. As a result, crew recruiting will be easier in Spanish ports. And he gives me a little estate. And the governor's daughter, will invite me to the ball. Excellent. And now that is going to happen now. And this is my opportunity to walk like that and make her like me. But once again, we have this sort of dance thing where I've got to press these, and the timing is more particular. I'm sort of supposed to go when her hand indicates it. It's a bit of a, like, cognitive dissonance, because as you can see, the yellow in the bottom right that tells me what to press is significantly earlier than when I'm supposed to actually press it. And right there, I don't know if it penalized me. I think it did based on the heart in the top, but I'm not sure. The camera and my character started moving before I had even pressed the diagonal turn button. So it looks like I was maybe early, but I'm not totally sure there. None of this, to my knowledge, is ever like super explicitly explained in the game. You just sort of have to get good at it. And it's already getting tough for me, and this is like the lowest level. Okay, yeah, I was too early there. And again. So I have to really listen to the music, which should be easy for me. But, you know, things that should be easy are not always easy. So now the heart in the top briefly got adorned with one extra heart. I think I messed up, but, well, how did we do? Hard to tell. I think that's good. Okay, cool. Yes, we did it. We succeeded. You are such a charming rogue, and she gives me some information similar to the tavern keeper or the busty women in the tavern. A 2,000 gold reward. Well, I'll take that. Let's go find him in Curacao. After visiting the tavern, of course. Oh, I knew that. That's the same thing as earlier. Probably none of this will be different. Okay. He has a lightning quick jump dueling skill. I don't know what that means, but we'll see. Ooh, that's a really good price for the luxuries I have. And oh my goodness, 50 gold for my spices? Don't mind if I do. That's amazing. That's great. Now, consult with the shipwright. How about we repair this and we sell our original ship in favor of this slightly larger one that is not a sloop, but a sloop of war. Now, I will have to go and get the upgrade back that I got before, which I think was in whatever the English city over here is. Port Royal, is that so? Grain transport. In this game, this is used to give you information about what you want to do. You know, if you want to attack a ship, basically. So wasn't it here that I got the copper plating? No, it was not. There's a group of 18 men. I'll take 18, yeah. 38. Sure. Can't talk now. Oh, this guy. Of course. The barmaid is annoyed by the pushy captain of the guard. Buzz off, you young whippers. Oh my goodness. I'll teach you some manners, knave. I point outside and he says, let's do it here. Annoying captain versus Meepus Morpus. Yeah, bro, you're toast. You already know he's gonna break one of these railings here. Oh, there it is. Can't believe it's not over, but my dude has the strength of 4 men in one arm alone. And now I guess I'm just gonna... I could also do that. I could just poke and poke and poke, and then boom, she's waiting with the bottle. I always love that. My, but you're a bold one. And then I get more people who want to come on. Although, frankly, that's too many now. Have you been introduced to the governor's daughter? Should they say she's a real beauty? The governor requests your company. Come on in, and I guess he will... Yes, he will promote me. And I get a 100-acre thingy. And here's this governor's daughter. Perhaps when you achieve the rank of baron, you could escort me to the grand ball. Perhaps then. Very well. Thank you for that promise. Now, as our last task here, let's go and... Where is that? Let's go to Curacao and get this guy, because there's a 2,000 gold bounty on him. I've got 9 months of food. Ship's all ready to go. That's a treasure ship. I don't really have the resources to do anything about that, though. This looks like a challenge that I can take. It's an escort ship and a trade galleon, so it's going to have lots of money. It's been through the storm. Ooh! Ah, those are some hits there. Managed to avoid these others. This is not so clean by me, but it's not so clean by them either, whatever the heck they're doing. Ooh, yeah. Gotcha. Owie. Owie. Alright, now I would like to do a quick turn there. Full sails. Avoid this ship and go and board the treasure galleon. And there we are. Well, it's trade, not treasure. I'll take 6. Sure. Still worth 1,600. The Spanish always have lots of money. That's the one thing I've learned. Goods. I'll just take all, and we will go to the nearby port. Where are we headed? A little bit off course, by which I mean way off course. We've got to head this way, east. Another trade galleon. I'm tempted. Okay, we're gonna do it. So I lost a lot of crew. I haven't lost any guns. But our crew is roughly equal. Their guns are all destroyed. So I should be able to sail right over there and take it. Those little guys on the... Oh, it's so cute. There we are. How much you got for me? I'll just say welcome aboard, because we are going to keep the ship, take everything, and just go and sell all of the extras. So it looks like I've gotten 1 fame point for taking each of these ships. That is pretty nice. We're far out. For Curacao, thank you. That's another thing that it does, is when you're... It's actually quite nice that it prevents you from having to check the map every 5 seconds, is you just sail, and if you're not going toward anything, there'll be a pop-up that says, do you know where you're going? Do you want me to take you somewhere? It's very nice. Let's say hello to the friendly Indian village of Nalmok. No, and do not press the flashing attack option. Our warriors grow tired of the presence of the European... Bro, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure. Our war canoe is prepared. Which city is weak and ripe for destruction? The time is not yet right, Chief. I will be back. And I will let you know. Do you guys need food? No, you're fine. Oh, he will? I mean, he will. He has no gold at all, but we have 100 tons, which I did not realize. No matter, cat dude. He can't afford anything. What are you talking about? What are you saying? Yeah, he'll offer a good price of 10 per unit when he has 9 gold. Can't sell him anything. Do the math. Wait for me. They always say that. I never wait for them, and it never makes a difference. I'm also not going that fast. We're sailing straight into the wind. I wonder if I can change course to get a little bit of a speed increase. Oh, here we have a dolphin coming over. Was I able to see it for a second? Oh, well, there it is. Whoops. Hello, little buddy. Jellyfish stone. That is a marker for treasure maps, presumably. Pueblo Nuevo. Spanish settlement. We are not going to visit because I don't care about the Spanish. Not going to attack because we just need to get back and sell our stuff. Well, they'll presumably have a little bit of money for our goods, won't they? Trade with the merchant. Yeah. Give me everything you can afford, thank you. Sail away. Curacao indicated on the map over there. Let's not hit the land. I don't think it matters if we do. What do you mean, wait for me? You're right there. Prosperous Dutch trading post. The dolphin has followed us all the way here. hundreds and hundreds of miles. Dutch smuggler I want to attack. Ooh. They're not usually worth too much, though. Visit the tavern. Yes, the embezzler is hiding in the back. Yes, he must answer to me. You have found me at last. How did you even know I was looking for you? And why is my guy jumping like that? Not another banister. Why didn't you just stab him in the throat while you had him there? Because he wanted to do it this way for the pretty girl, right? Yeah, whatever. Let me duck. Just doing what it tells me here. I think it does what it tells me early because of my originally selected class, quote unquote, of, fencing. Skill at fencing. Gosh, that's what it was called. Boom! And I must say, amazing form by her on the hit there. You have certainly earned your reward, but perhaps a gift of this rare ruby... No. You must stand trial. I think sometimes those rings are like maybe it's an item of your family or something like that. Nice. Let's sell a lot of goods, but not all of them. Actually, no, let's just sell all of our goods because we have quite enough money for now. We need more food. Just got 30 tons, that's fine. Consult with the shipwright. Repair my ship, upgrade to cotton sails, that's awesome. Sell this ship, and sell this one too. Dump 7 tons of cargo, that's probably just food, so yeah, I don't care too much. Consult with the merchant. Is there anything I didn't do? It is said you are now the 9th most notorious pirate on the entire Spanish Main. Fear not, madam, you reply graciously. Oh my goodness. Jack Rackham. I don't care. 28. Yeah, we are definitely full. So there we have it. That is Sid Meier's Pirates. A wonderful 2004 game. You can see how you could just get lost in this for ages the same exact way that you can get lost in RuneScape for ages. Because you're constantly getting these little tasks that say, go to this nearby city, do this thing on the way, and then when you get there, the governor wants to talk to you, there's somebody waiting at the tavern, the shipwright can upgrade your ship, and all that kind of stuff. It's a very similar piece it together amalgam RuneScape-y format that I think is really cool, and I always have fun when I pull this game out of the bag because it has a lot of really nice touches for a game so old, and I'm sure that in some small way somebody at Jagex, and he's another British developer, so I'm sure somebody or other knew about this. But that's all for now. Thank you for joining me on this special meepisode. As soon as I can, end it. Bye.